Okay, good morning, Grandmama again.
Good morning. I'm Rose from Grandma Rose's Open Pantry, and today it's Friday. And on a video last Friday, y'all saw me do southern fried fish, hush puppies, and I did some okra crisp and something else. I forget what else I did. But today we're going to do we're going to have fish again today. So
hold on, let me look at the fish.
There are some that our grandson caught, and so he brought us 2 big containers of fish. And so it seems like every Friday that I cook fish. So I'm going to bake those in the oven, and I'll be showing you a little bit later how to do that. But right now, we love coleslaw with our fish. And so this morning, I'm going to be making some coleslaw, southern coleslaw. And I've got my little processor out here, and I've got it on fine shred. And so I've already shredded some, because I wanted to make sure that it was
this is going to be no sugar added slaw?
No sugar added, yes. So y'all just be patient while I grind this cabbage up. I'm not going to make a whole lot, because I have found after coleslaw sits in the refrigerator a couple of days, the mayonnaise starts breaking down in it. So I will just, if we want more, I'll just make more. But I'm just making enough for a couple of days for us now, because we do love coleslaw with other things.
And we love leftover fish too.
Yes, we do. We'll have enough fish left over for tomorrow.
Now these fish are going to be battered but cooked in the oven, right?
Yes.
So that's a southern bake.
That's yeah. Most people do southern fried fish. Well, and that's what I did on my video the other day. But today I'm going to bake them in the oven.
And they're good, because she's cooked them here before. And
that's all the coleslaw I'm going to do. And it's shredded. As you can see, it's a fine shred, but it's, now there's a piece of core. I'll take it out. But we like it like this because it gives it more texture. And when we're eating fish or something like that, we like more texture. You chew it up better instead of doing it with the blade in it.
You remember that restaurant in Alabama that was seafood, and they had angel hair.
Angel hair.
Angel hair slaw.
It was so good.
Really fine.
It was like this, except it was longer, and it was delicious. But instead of using my chopping blade like this, I decided to use my shredder. So into this, I am going to put some. I've got some carrots over here. They were baby carrots, so I just went ahead and chopped them in my little mini chopper, because they kind of get lost in this big food processor. If I had a whole carrot, that would really work nicely. But I didn't have whole carrots today. I had the little small baby carrots. Yeah. So I'm going to add mayonnaise. Now I guess I can measure this for you to let you know about how much mayonnaise. And this was medium-sized head of cabbage, and I've probably used a little over half of it. But I'm going to measure this for you, just so we can tell about how much mayonnaise that I'm putting in it. Now remember, you can always add 2. You can never take away. When you're doing salt, pepper, mayonnaise, anything like that.
So how much was that?
This, right now, it's a little less than a half a cup. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and put some salt and pepper. And we like pepper in our coleslaw. So I'm going to stir this up. Oh, I love the way they shredded this. It's a little bit harder to mix when it's shredded like this, but it sure is good. I'm going to go ahead and add my pickles. That'll make it easier. And I'll measure my pickles. Now this is my this is my homemade
no sugar
added pickles. Now, I have a video on sweet pickles that I made for my grandson, Kurt. And I make my no sugar added pickles exactly the way that I make my sugar pickles. So if you go back and check that video, and it's on my channel, and it's sweet cucumber pickles. That's the name of the video. So I make my no sugar added exactly the same way. I just use my natural sweetener instead of sugar. So I'm going to...
She's been doing this for years. Radishes, pickle radish and other kinds of radish and pickles.
Relish?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you've got relish out of the storage.
Oh, yeah, I do. Okay, that was a third a cup. I don't think it's going to be enough, but we're going to see. And I don't think it's going to be quite enough mayonnaise. This is more cabbage than I realized. I got some core in there. So as I come to it, I'm going to take it out. Okay. It's beginning to get mixed up good.
She does not like and never has liked cabbage core in her slaw.
No, I do not.
Some people incorporate it, that's fine. She just never has.
It's a little bitter, but it's not only bitter, it kind of, it's a little bit hot to my tongue.
Almost like radish, isn't it?
Yeah, it's almost like radish, and I don't like that in my coleslaw. So, well, it didn't grind it all up good. I'm taking these big pieces out when I come to them.
I'll eat them.
Yeah, I mean, they don't hurt anything, and Roy can chew them up. He's got like horse teeth. He'd chew up anything. There used to be this old saying.
Did you say that I have horse teeth on this video?
Listen,
you did.
there used to be a commercial on TV. Give it to Mikey. He likes it. You'd have to be our age probably to know that little commercial. But these children were sitting at the table, and there was something there that they didn't know whether they'd like. And this other little boy was sitting there, and his name was Mikey. And so anything they weren't sure about, they'd always give it to him, and he'd eat it. So the commercial, give it to Mikey, he likes it. That's Roy. Give it to Roy, he likes it. So.
Well, you ought not to make your food so good if you don't want me to like it.
All right, I am fixing to go over here, and just stay right here, baby. I'm gonna get some. Of my my natural sugar. I've got some coming, what's today, the 15th? I've got some coming tomorrow, and then I've got some coming one day next week. So I'm using erythritol today, and it's probably about a tablespoon. I'll stir it up and I'll check it, because we like our coleslaw a little sweet. This looks good. I think this is going to be just enough mayonnaise, and I'm going to put a little bit more pickle relish in it. I mess up a lot of spoons when I cook. That was a third of a cup, so I'm going to put about that, and that'll be about a half a cup of pickle relish. The no sugar added pickle relish. And you can buy the no sugar added in the grocery store. It's hard to find now. I used to buy it several years ago, but then I started making my own because it got so hard to find. So I'm sure that it's still out there somewhere, just not in our little grocery stores that we have around here. So, okay. Now, if you've got purple onion, it would be delicious. I mean, purple cabbage it would be really pretty in this. And I do use it sometimes. Honey, I forgot to get my onion out. Let me get it.
Well, this looks pretty good with the carrots and the pickles in it now too.
I always forget something, but you know what? I'm going to use my little chopper that has the carrot in it. It'll be perfectly fine. And I'm going to put my onion in here. And we like a good bit of onion. And I'll chop it up. And I love this little chopper. Love it. So, okay. That was about probably a quarter of a half of onion. Do you want a little bit more, honey, or do you think that's enough?
Fine.
Okay. That was about a quarter. This was a half of an onion, and I cut a quarter of it, so probably a fourth of a cup of onion. All right, this is coming together nicely. All right, as soon as we get this done, I'm going to put it in the refrigerator. And then when it gets closer to lunchtime, I'm going to come back and show you how I'm going to do my fish. I know I did a fish video last Friday, but this is totally different, so I wanted to show you another way that you could do it. Instead of having the greasy fried fish, which there's nothing like fried fish. But this is just going to be another alternative as to how you can have your fish and not deep fry them. So
you can have your fish and eat it too.
You can have your fish and eat it too. Yeah, that's right. Okay, honey, I'm going to get a fork. And taste of it, make sure it's sweet enough. Mmm. That was a big piece. I'm gonna eat it up. Mmm.
Now, in Rose's cooking, I have observed she does a lot of testing and a lot of reseasoning until she gets it like, and she's that way about everything. And one of these days, she's going to show you how she cheats and cooks things in little quantities before she cooks the whole thing, and so that she can get the flavor right.
I'm gonna let you taste this. See if you want a little bit sweeter. I don't.
That's fine. That's good.
That is really, really good.
Just give me a cooked fish, and I'll be back later.
That is so good. Well, you see how simple and easy you can make coleslaw. Now, a lot of people I know put celery. They put other things in it, but this is the way we like it. This is the way my mama made it, except she used sugar pickles. She didn't know about sugar-free, and she didn't know about all that. So she was just a good old Southern cook.
Oh, was she ever a cook?
And
Ooh.
so, but this is just the way she made her coleslaw. It's the way my granny used to make her coleslaw. And so that's the way I make my coleslaw. And we sure do love it. The whole family loves it. So I'm fixing to leave you now. I'm going to start getting my fish ready. And we'll be back in just a little bit. I decided that I'm going to do my fish and my okra. And I'm going to do a peach and plum cobbler for y'all. It's this is stone fruit, so I'm going to do a gluten-free, sugar-free peach and plum cobbler for y'all. But if I tried to do all that in one video, it was going to be too long. So I'm going to make another video where I'm doing the fish, and y'all have seen me do the okra. And I've already got it seasoned, so all I got to do is put it in the oven and let it cook. But I am going to come back and show you how I do the fish and how I do my cobbler on another video. So I'm going to end this one now, and when it gets closer to lunch, then I'll make another video with my fish and my cobbler.
So that video will follow this one immediately.
It will follow this one, and I'll have part 1 and part 2.
So they can see it.
So you can tell that they go together. So I love y'all, and please share and subscribe to my channel, and I will be back with y'all in just a little bit.